Hello there, and welcome to the Nintendo Club Podcast level 56? Sure, yeah, why not? Me and Aaron are here today for another E3 deep dive and show. I would listen to level 55 if you have not had a time yet to listen to that, because that episode, me and John pretty much go announcement by announcement and just cover every single thing Nintendo did at E3. This show with Aaron, we're going to dive into the stuff that caught our eyes, including Microsoft, because I know Aaron has an Xbox One, so I thought it might be worth a while to see, as an owner, what games excite him from that. So welcome, Aaron.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. It's been a crazy week. This is my first real E3 week. I had one E3 happened last year, but this week was so much different with the live treehouse for 8-9 hours a day that just consumed my life.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, I didn't spend a whole lot of time watching. I would come home from work and I'd try to catch up on some stuff I missed. So, yeah.
It was a cool experience. It makes me want to do these E3 vacations in the future. Like next year, I kind of want to do this.
Yeah, I think next
again.
year I'm going to for sure take a few days off.
Because I feel like they're going to do the Treehouse Live again next year. And it was really cool just being available on Monday, watching all 4 press conferences back to back for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday, having Nintendo's Day for another 8 hours with the Smash tournament. Did you get to watch the Smash tournament at all?
No, I didn't watch it. Yeah.
Man. That's good. That's good. Anyways. Also, are you going to any of the Best Buy events for Smash Brothers?
Well, yeah, I was going to check if my Best Buy has it, so I don't know. Cause
Kansas City,
looked.
I think, is the close one there. You got 2 hours.
Man, that's a long way.
Is it worth the drive for you to play Smash Brothers?
When is this happening?
Tomorrow from noon to 5 local time.
No, it's not worth it.
No? Not okay. I went on Wednesday. I'll probably go again tomorrow. It's local this time. It's a 20-minute drive from here, or 5-minute drive from work. So it was a lot of fun. I got to play the 3DS and Wii U version. As I told John, though, the coin is a pre-order bonus.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
Not so cool because I was hoping to get one yesterday.
Wait, you said it is a pre-order bonus?
It's a pre-order bonus, so you don't get it just by being there.
Oh, okay. But you're going to get
last
anyway.
year, your Luigi, they just gave everyone coins for being there.
I saw that Joe Foreman got one.
You got a coin?
Yeah, I saw he posted it on Twitter.
Oh, maybe they have them at E3. I was looking on eBay because I figured they probably had some stuff that they gave out at E3. In particular, I was looking for Splatoon gear. I wanted to get some Splatoon gear. I saw there were some zipper cover things from Splatoon. There were some little things. So I'm trying to find some Splatoon stuff, or I want an Etsy Splatoon thing or a T-shirt because that game. Wow. We'll talk about it later, but Splatoon is the game of the show for me. So let's dive into it. Where do you want to start with this, Aaron?
Let me just talk about my Nintendo stuff first.
Yeah.
So the things that I thought that really stood out for me was, first off, The Legend of Zelda. That was awesome. That they didn't show a whole lot, but they did show, it's going to be like an open world. I like how they didn't try to go too realistic. I think that a lot of times when there's a new console, we see the very realistic Zelda, and then it comes out and it's always Zelda-esque, which I like. So it has that cartoon style, but it still looks very good, and it's
I love how they drew inspiration from the original Zelda for this.
Yeah, definitely. One thing that's pretty interesting, though, about this one is that, at least it seems like, you'll be able to go into levels from different sides. So, say there's a forest level, you can enter it, from different sides instead of having to go in the main entrance or something. So
I just want to climb a mountain from every possible point possible. Let me try climbing up this way. Now this way, and just you could spend a whole 12 hours just climbing up mountains.
Yeah. I think it's going to be really cool because I liked in Twilight Princess, one of the best things to do was ride around on the horse and kill things with your bow. So this one,
Sure.
it seems like you'll be able to do it. Just ride around.
Well, you'll have a laser bow this time. So.
Yeah, which was crazy. What was that? It was like
I don't know. I told John, is this like the end times Zelda where we're in the future?
it seemed like it was pretty futuristic because if you think about, there is a timeline to those games, and like maybe this one is like far in the future of that world. And
Is this on the Wind Waker timeline? I hope.
oh, I don't know. That could
I love
be.
the Wind Waker timeline.
Yeah, so do I. It does have an art style that's similar to that.
Yeah, it has some cell shading.
Yeah,
It was similar to Skyward Sword and Wind Waker, kind of halfway bit in between.
yeah.
No Majora's Mask, Aaron. What's going on here?
I don't know. Maybe they're saving it. They're just like
They're
trolling
such a
everyone.
tease. In the video I watched where the Reginator closes out E3 for this 13-second video, people are speculating in the screen in the background. You can make out like some Majora's Mask stuff on this laptop they have back there.
I don't know.
The people are just like going all out with this. Nintendo's hinting at every single time they get a chance.
Yeah. The second thing about Nintendo's E3 thing that stood out to me wasn't so much anything that sort of what they did, but more of people's reactions. I've heard people for like all throughout the week saying that Nintendo is like back to being Nintendo that they remember, and
Like a
that,
new company almost.
Yeah.
Like this old pony learned some new tricks here.
Yeah. So they're really excited that, like, starting to have some really great games coming out, which they have had already, but never, like,
Not
people.
this quantity and variety of both new ideas, new characters, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty exciting. People are actually like recognizing that they are still like relevant in the.
And people are saying Sony and Microsoft, those guys, they're so old school with their press conferences that
Yeah.
drag on, and
yeah.
like that was a big theme. Like I can't help but believe that Microsoft and Sony next year will have live streaming video from their show floor like Nintendo did this year.
Yeah.
That seems like it's a must do by this, by now.
Yeah, and people I heard say, that like Nintendo really stole the show. How their stuff went on all throughout the week instead of just having a.
They
meeting.
had their fans' attention,
Yeah.
all day long.
And not even like their fans. I mean, like people were always stopping by the treehouse to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just had such a style and energy that was nowhere else in just a variety of gameplay. You had Devil's Third alongside of like Kirby, Rainbow Curse type stuff. Like you had a great variety from Nintendo,
Yeah.
and they spread the news out throughout the week. They had stuff going on. The last day they showed off Wii Sports Club baseball. We've never seen that gameplay before, and boom, there
Yeah.
it is.
It's very cool.
Yeah. So, and they kept all that Twitch footage on Twitch. So if you have 8 hours, you just want to sit down one day and watch it all. You can do 3 days of that. They're like almost 24 hours of footage from E3 that you can watch from Nintendo. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So, anyways, what's next on your?
So
Your,
that's all my Nintendo stuff because you guys already covered everything. I just wanted.
You don't want to talk about Splatoon, Aaron? Did Splatoon not freak you out as a first-person shooter connoisseur?
Not really.
Like how different it is?
Nah, not
What?
so much.
Seriously?
Yeah, I mean,
Explain
there
yourself,
was.
Aaron. Explain yourself.
know,
Why
I just-
are you not just excited and blown away by Splatoon?
I don't know. I
Explain
guess
yourself.
first-person shooters that I don't know. I like more Call of Duty.
Now we should say this is a
Halo.
third-person shooter.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, third-person shooters. I don't really play a whole lot of those. That's why, like, I'm more attracted to, first-person stuff. But like,
You're not
let's
excited
see.
by like how different this is from every other shooter in the market, though. How this is like changing everything up.
I don't know. I guess I just wasn't really paying attention to how much it's changing things up. You should go over this with me.
So first off, it's not concentrated on kills. It's concentrated on just covering the map in your ink, and people are just there getting in your way, and it's good to shoot them out of the way so they have to restart at their home base. And be able to hide in your ink, being able to just jump to any part of the map. I mean, there's just so many different strategies you can do. It's Nintendo doing 4-person versus 4-person online shooters with voice chat throughout the entire game. Like it's
Yeah, I mean
feels
that's
like new
I
blood
mean
from
that
Nintendo.
kind of stuff is nice that they're finally doing that, but when it comes to shooters, I still like the more realistic stuff. So
Wow, you're such an old fart. Yes, the
guess.
comment, Justin. Yes, I am a little freaked out at how Aaron is not freaked out. This is baffling my mind. This is everyone was talking about this. Even shooter fans were like, "Wow, I've seen all these other gory, grungy, brown and black shooters. This is actually the first. Like Nintendo had the most innovative shooter at E3.
well, there was another shooter that did stand out to me.
Is this Halo: The Master Chief Collection?
Not well, that one did, but not that one. I'm
Okay.
talking about Sunset Overdrive.
Yes, Aaron,
Yeah,
I am with
see?
you. That is when I was watching the Microsoft press conference. It was like, okay, that's kind of cool. And then I saw Sunset Overdrive. I was like, Tony Hawk gets a gun.
Yeah, that
Yes,
was awesome.
Tony Hawk as a shooter.
Yeah,
So I think that was the other game that had guns. That was kind of cool.
yeah. I thought the best part of that trailer was how it started. You see that like soldier, and he's like, it looks very realistic, and he's like he's getting shot at, and he hides behind that crate, and then like the dude busts in the door, and he's all like way different color scheme, and he's like, oh, using like the cover mechanic, and then he just like jumps out and starts like shooting everyone, and yeah, that was
Well,
pretty
it was so funny. Like it was a good style too.
yeah, it was.
So like that game, along with Halo. I don't know. I don't want to buy an Xbox because it's Microsoft, but man, why can't those games come to Sony's platform?
It's got to have exclusives, So
Like
I mean,
those were good games, both of those.
Nintendo has a lot of exclusives. and-
They have all their games are exclusive there. And they
no, I mean, I'm just talking about the
non-exclusives.
Wii U has a lot of exclusives. Not all of them.
Like currently, like any new game coming out for Wii U is pretty much exclusive outside of Lego and movie titles. It is an exclusives platform.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to get another one so you can get those other exclusives. See?
But like I don't want to give money to Microsoft though. Like it's such a conflict, and I feel like like Halo, like I'd have to like pay for like this online gaming service. That seems like
You don't have to.
that.
You don't have to if you don't
To
want to
play
play.
anything
I
online,
think
though,
that
right?
you need to play through the Halo story. It's awesome.
But the lady ruined it. She was there. The lady came up saying Master Chief died, or his friend died, and his life was in.
But you don't even
tumultuous
know who
ruins.
his friend is.
So I'll figure that out by the time I'm in Halo 4. So I don't get this, Aaron. Why did she ruin Halo for this next generation that's never played Halo before?
So
Like
everyone's played Halo.
I haven't.
Except for you.
And the person, the man, the guy with the brain. Sorry, this lady was just annoying. The guy with the brain said, "This is great for the people that love Halo and have had it for many years, but this is also it brings in a new generation of people that's never played Halo, and it's all here in one nice package." So they were introducing Halo for the next generation, and they ruined the ending of Halo 4.
But
Screw you,
trust me, she did
Microsoft.
not ruin it. It's still a really great game. It's a great story, and it's the I would say the overall story. Just finding out about the Halo universe, and there's so much history to it. That's the best part of those games.
Now, how many hours of gameplay are all four of those together?
The first couple games are much longer than the other. So
Like the last
Well-
one's played like 12 hours, like a Call of Duty kind of size.
correction, Halo 2 is pretty short if you take out all the cutscenes.
I hear that's like the best one.
Yeah, it is. It's not very long, but there is a lot of stuff in it. That
Now,
one
I couldn't
is-
finish Halo 1 on my Mac. I got stuck. Am I just
Yeah, I don't know how you
bad?
got stuck.
Like, is there an easy...
Yeah,
I was on
you're just
easy mode. Like, is there a mode where I don't die?
No, I mean that mode. I think you should be able to get through it. You start up at
Maybe
a
my
checkpoint,
control,
right?
like, I wasn't good at controlling on my Mac. I don't know. Because I have Halo for the Mac, because that was
Yeah.
originally a Mac title, as you know, Aaron. This was not
Yeah.
a Microsoft title.
Yeah.
They stole it.
I had it on the Mac. I remember playing it on my
Yeah.
old G4 iBook.
I'm still kind of bent out of shape that Microsoft stole it from Apple. I don't know.
Yeah,
But it's all right. They did good with that series, I suppose.
but
No,
yeah, it's really great, and I think you should play it. And yeah, I am super excited for the Halo.
I just feel so weird about buying an Xbox. Like, I hate Microsoft. But
know
like
you
I
hate
look at Sony's
Microsoft.
conference. In Sony's conference, they didn't show anything that excited me except for No Man's Sky, which is gonna be on Xbox.
Yeah, I didn't even watch
Sony
it.
didn't have
But
anything. They didn't bring anything that I was excited about. They had this old LucasArts title, which sounds cool, but I mean they didn't really have much.
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I didn't watch it, but I was surprised that I didn't hear anything that stood out from it. I thought there would at least be a couple games that I heard about because I still want to get a PS4.
They had like
but-
Bloodborne and some stuff. Like that was another trend this year that freaked me out. Was I wanted to throw up watching a lot of these trailers that just were way too gory
Yeah,
and
there was a lot.
unnecessary. It was disturbing. Like, and that was a big bad trend I saw.
Yeah.
Now Microsoft had a cool trend of local multiplayer. That was kind of interesting.
They did, yeah. that
It was
pretty
everywhere.
cool. Yeah.
Which
Yeah, I
is
see-
unlike Microsoft. They're the big online gaming company. Nintendo's the local guys. So that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was. Wait, so are you talking about when they were showing trailers and they had people come up and play?
As far as local or the gore and violence.
No, I'm talking about like the local multiplayer. Are you
So
referring
you had
to
Assassin's
when?
Creed. You had.
Well, here's the thing about
So let me look at their list. So
because those weren't really local; those were still online.
so you had Evolve. You had Assassin's Creed Unity. You had Sunset Overdrive. Wasn't that
But those weren't local.
Fable? Yeah, but a lot of those were local, right?
No, they were not local. They were online. They had multiple consoles set up.
Seriously?
Yeah, those were not
Felt
local.
like a big local
Yeah, if it felt
Now,
local, but if you
Halo-
think about,
Do those support local multiplayer? I would hope.
they do. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just, I mean, like the Xbox and its like multiplayer games have evolved to where local just doesn't really work anymore. It doesn't work right.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
But yeah, during the during some of the trailers they were showing, the multiplayer to make it seem kind of local. At least they were promoting more of the co-op thing and playing like a lot of Xbox for many years. That's what I find people miss is they, even if you can't do like local multiplayer, they still miss playing co-op with people instead of like 8 players or 16 players. They like having just like 2 or 3 of their friends up on and play a game together.
Sure.
So there's a lot of games that they were showing that has that feature, so that's nice.
Now, Hyrule Warriors, I was excited that it's a 2-player game where you can actually have one person on the gamepad, one on the TV. That seems cool for just let's hang out and beat up some moblins and
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like a fun experience. Anyways, so Microsoft, the Halo collection seems like they just put everything they possibly could into this game. How good do you think the original Halo will look in this remake?
Oh, it'll look awesome. Well, because last year or 2 years ago, I believe, they did a Halo remastered.
Okay.
So it was a remake of the first one, and it looked awesome. So like you could play through it, and it would have like the new textures and stuff, but you could hit a button and it would go back to the original like seamlessly. So that way you could just view the way it's changed. And that's what they did with Halo 2 in this collection.
Okay.
But Halo 2 looks like it looks even better than the remastered Halo 1. So, because I heard that they use the newest Halo engine, so it's going to look way
Okay.
better than
Now,
any
does
of
the
them.
playlist idea, does that excite you at all?
Well, I was kind of unsure of how it worked. Now, I do know that they said it was going to have all of the maps, so it's like 100 maps.
Because the playlist is basically local multiplayer, or the campaign, where you can say, I want to play all the missions back to back that have like the vehicle or some elements.
Oh,
to
yeah, that
them.
part. Nah, I don't really think I'll take part in any of that.
You don't even play
because-
the single player, do you?
No, I do play a single player.
Okay.
That's what I really love about Halo is playing through the single player.
Okay, now
Either
it's
by
interesting that
myself
all the
or-
content is unlocked at the beginning. You don't have to play through the whole 4 games to get it to all the missions.
Yeah,
You can decide, I want to just see what the ending looks like and then play it.
yeah, you could, which is pretty
would-
cool for some people.
yeah.
But I'm going to play all the way through. I love Halo.
Are you going to do all
campaign.
4 like a big marathon?
Oh,
when this
yeah.
comes out?
Definitely.
Okay.
I might have to take some time off and just play Halo for a few days.
Well, it seems like, wouldn't that be, I don't know, how long would that take?
They're like 10 hours each, somewhere
So
around
short
there.
games.
Yeah, they're pretty short.
How long to beat, Duck? Let's just look up the original Halo, just for reference. Now, you never see Master Chief's face, do you? That never.
Never see
they're never
Master
gonna
Chief's
do that.
face.
Well, maybe he's just like a Jawa. So, yeah, Halo 3, 9 hours. Halo 4, 8 hours. Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary.
That's
What is
one.
that?
That's
It's
Halo.
called
1.
Halo 1. That annoys me. That just.
Well, because when it came out, they weren't thinking of this was going to be such a huge hit. It was just called Halo Combat Evolved, and
Yeah, that's the longest game of 10.5 hours. So none of these really are long. That's 40 hours. That's less time than I've spent with like a single game on Nintendo. I don't know. It's weird. I guess that's good though, because you don't want to. Whatever. I guess there's achievement if you play all that. But anyways, so the online multiplayer stuff. Do you think one of the games will get like no people playing on it? Like it's all being Halo 2, no one's going to be jumping on the other games?
I was wondering about that. So I don't know how they're going to do the multiplayer because things changed, like on the multiplayer. So Halo 1 and 2, I could see them putting those maps together because they were so similar. Not a lot changed on the multiplayer side, but 3 and 4, a lot changed there. So I don't think those maps could go together. Or maybe they will have a multiplayer mode that is like a default setting, to where you don't have like all the loadouts and things like that were in the Halo 4 and stuff like that, so that way you could play all the maps together. I would like that personally, but if they don't have that, I have a feeling everyone's going to go to Halo 2 multiplayer.
Well, if you're bad at the game, you're new at it, you could just go like to one no one's on and then dominate, right?
I guess, yeah.
Do they match you with other sucky players if you're not good?
Yeah, because so Halo has a ranking system to where as you play, you rank up. It depends on how well you do in each match, and so if you do poor on some matches in a row, you'll actually go down levels. So it's a pretty good system. Okay. It's a lot better than like Call of Duty has like a level up. So once you reach a certain level, like you can never go back down. So yeah,
this is all coming for $60 in November. Is that right?
I believe it was November. Yeah.
Okay.
November 4th or something like that.
So you'll be getting this, as well as Sunset Overdrive, which comes out...
I don't know.
They announced the date for that? Okay. Is that this year? Is Sunset Overdrive this year?
I just know this fall there's a lot of games I'm going to be picking up for the Xbox.
Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty. Any excitement there? You going to get that?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty excited about that. I mean, I like Call of Duty. Pretty disappointed with the
no Kevin Spacey in this gameplay demo. I was excited to
one shot of him.
Okay, I was excited to play as Kevin Spacey where I'm holding a gun and great.
Yeah. The gameplay demo looked pretty good.
It bugged me how long I loved Nintendo's format, how the Treehouse just did extensive gameplay and the event was just the highlight reel as far as that. It was like a 15-minute demo. It's like, okay, I get the point. Looks beautiful. The guy lost an arm. That's kind of creepy. He didn't bring his arm with him. He didn't try to save it. It's kind of creepy.
It was symbolism, man. Because the other guy had his arm stuck, and then he lost his arm. I don't know.
You look wow. You're deep dived into that.
You didn't see that? How that dude got his arm stuck in the door?
I know he blew off his arm and
died. That guy died. Yeah, but his arm was stuck, and then the other guy lost his other arm. So
that's why you need a chainsaw at all times if you are in the army, to chop your arm off. But so we saw that, and you're really excited for that. I hate this from the push of you get exclusive DLC. That was a big theme throughout this whole thing. Exclusive content. It's like, really?
Because Microsoft pays them a lot of money.
Just give me the stupid game. I don't want exclusive content.
That's part of where paying for Xbox Live goes to. So
paying for exclusive content that you have to pay for.
Yeah. So basically, you get it 2 months before.
Can I opt out of that? I don't want that.
So I mean, they've been doing this since Call of Duty had DLC.
Oh,
so.
I know.
But
Forza Horizon 2. Do you have the original Forza? Did that happen?
No. But now, Call of Duty, real quick.
Yeah. Go back.
I was pretty excited about the jetpack kind of mechanic because it's not like a traditional jetpack where you can just jump off and start flying around. but instead it's like a you use it to help you fall or like get up to a higher vantage point. So you can jump and then
A
you
more
get a little
realistic
bit of a
jetpack
boost.
that
Yeah,
actually is a short burst.
Yeah.
That's what a jetpack actually would be.
yeah. So like when you jump off of a high building instead of just like
Are there
losing a
mechs
lot
in
of
this
health.
game?
I didn't see any, well, I did see one thing in the trailer that was like crawling around in the street. It was like a
Okay.
huge robot, but I don't think you'll ever control one of those.
Okay. They're not going all Titanfall on us now, are they?
No, that's what I was worried about. I was like now Titanfall is so
Now-
big. I don't want every game to be like that.
In past shows, you said your Xbox pretty much is falling apart. Is that still the case?
Well, what did I say? I don't recall.
You
saying
said it
falling
was the OS is slowing down to a point where it's almost unusable. I have to unplug it every few days. And it's
Oh
not
yeah,
consistent.
well, not like the OS slowing down, but yeah, I am having problems with it to where like every once in a while it will just not work right. So they have those live tiles, and sometimes they will just sit there with the spinning icon and not load. And then also when you try to launch a game, so you have like your center live tile and it's whatever game or like whatever activity you're doing last. Sometimes you will launch that up because it was like you were playing like Wolfenstein, for example, and it'll come up with the game, but then it'll like fade back and it'll go back to your home screen and the game will like relaunch. And the only way to fix these type of things is you have to like unplug it, because
When's
it's
the
always
next OS
on.
update from Microsoft?
I don't know. Sometime this summer, and that
Will
was
that
another.
fix this, maybe?
Hopefully, because
They're aware of
that-
this, maybe? Of other
I think
people
they're
getting
aware
complaining?
of this. Yeah. This software update coming out this summer looks pretty good. They did show it off a little bit, and it has. Well, you know how people that play on their Xbox One and Xbox 360s are big into those achievements.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I don't really like that. I don't know. If I don't have live, do I get to avoid the whole achievement crap?
No, you still get achievements.
Oh, crap. I wish I could like turn achievements off and not even bother with them.
But the new update, you can, instead of going to like a full screen like achievements thing, you can launch it, snap it to the side while you're playing a game, and it shows live progress of your achievements. You can see what you're doing without having to stop playing your game, which is pretty nice for people that are really into that. So
Okay. Now, something that I just realized, like, did Microsoft shoot off their foot with selling Halo 4 for the rest of the year?
what do you mean?
Like, who in their right mind would buy Halo 4 now that you could get all of them for...
Oh, but Halo 4's been out so long though.
Is it? Is it an old game?
Yeah, I mean it's been a while, so
Okay. I wasn't sure if this was a newer
yeah, it's
game.
been like at least a year and a half. I think or almost 2 years.
Okay, that's old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's old when you consider first-person shooters. Okay,
The
because
yearly doing
yeah,
of that, yeah.
yeah.
Now, let's see. Now, Forza Horizon. It bugged me that they didn't explain how this is different from the Forza that came out last year. They just said it had dynamic weather and a lot of cars. They didn't explain how is this different from the other Forza game. Am I supposed to just know that instantly?
I don't know. I never really got into those games so much. I do like some racing games, and what I really like about racing games is when they're very realistic.
Or like Mario Kart.
Yeah, or like Mario Kart. But if they can be very realistic and just to where I can play it and just, look around like the world and just, be like, this is really cool that I get to mess around with this car that I can never purchase in real life. Like, that's pretty cool.
Now, GTA 5 got announced by Sony for next gen, so that'll probably be coming
Yeah.
on Xbox One. Never played that, so that's another good. I don't know. It's cool. I don't
Yeah.
know. There's more and more reasons to. The remakes, it's funny. It's like I would have purchased a PS4 on day one if it had backwards compatibility, and the remakes are starting to help out with that.
Yeah. Speaking of remakes, Tomb Raider.
That's a sequel, though, right?
Well, yeah, but I was going to say we got
Oh,
the
yeah.
remake of Tomb Raider, and now there's going to be a sequel for next gen. It's pretty cool. So I was excited
Evolve?
for
Are you
that.
interested in the monster versus the people type thing?
No, not really. Like,
No?
I mean, I saw it and I was like, it kind of looks all right, but I wouldn't even be interested in playing as a monster at all. Or
That is
anything.
another trend I noticed this year at E3. You have one person versus like four.
Yeah.
Evolve does this. Another game they did this where you're playing like as a god. Do you know which game that is?
I don't recall that.
Was that not Dragon Age? That would have been Fable Legends. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. Fable.
So you're
Legends.
playing as like a god in that game, and Mario Party 10 does this with the game. It's 4v1. Person on the gamepad plays Bowser, and his job is just to wreak havoc by throwing all these obstacles in your way and stuff. So it's a weird trend. Even Nintendo is part of this.
Yeah.
Which makes me excited for Mario Party. It might be the first good Mario Party since 2.
I think they should just quit with Mario Party.
But now with the amiibos, it'll be fun playing against the computer because I can wreak havoc against all my characters that I bought.
Yeah.
Are you going to get some amiibos when they come out?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get some.
Are you going to get them all or just some?
Just some, yeah.
Because, like, they announced all 40 Smash characters, or however many Smash the characters will be. So, that's a slippery slope, because that's $400 probably.
Yeah. I'm going to have to get some of them, like the Fire Emblem characters. I got to get those.
I got to be careful with money when those come out, because that could, like... Because you know I'm going to get them all, so that's crazy.
Stop buying your 3DSs and
yeah.
some amiibos.
I don't know. Well, it's like $10 at a time, so it feels less, right? They'll be in like $100 patches where they announce 10 at a time. I don't know. They'll be curious how they do that. So Evolve, Assassin's Creed Unity. Are you?
Oh yeah.
Are you still into Assassin's Creed? Are you?
Yeah, I love Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
I was pretty excited.
I just stopped in 4. I just like I don't know what.
I really like the idea of having your own brotherhood, as it's called, because in Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, you had your own, like, you know, what do you call? I guess your brotherhood, and
this
you
would
had
be another great Wii U game where you have player 2 on the gamepad, player 1 on the TV. You're in the same world. Man, that would have been a cool idea.
But it's not coming to Wii U, so.
Evidently not, unless they announce it later in the year when Wii U actually sells a lot.
Yeah, but that seems really cool. Do you
think it works as a single player game without the Brotherhood?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think if you don't have friends, you'll have CPUs in your Brotherhood?
I don't think so. Well, I mean, they might, but I don't think. If I'm not playing with other people, I'll just play by myself because, like, Assassin's Creed is still a really great game by yourself because, you know, it's all about stealth and going around killing things.
Sure.
But this is just kind of things that I've been thinking and talking about with my friends that I play online with is that, you know, we always wanted to have a co-op Assassin's Creed, and finally we get one.
And it seems like a cool setting where your job isn't to kill everybody, but to open the doors to the marauding Frenchmen that want to have a revolution.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things throughout the series where you use the environment and the situation to your advantage. So if there's something going on, you know, you may want to do something. Like, never to this extent. I mean, there are times when there's huge crowds that you kind of want to, you know, work around, like work your way through to do certain things, or you know, throwing down like money, for example, to make the crowd go crazy, so that way it kind of like distracts.
Paying for hookers to follow you around, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
So that kind of stuff. But this one was like a whole new level. Yeah, where you open up the doors, start the French Revolution.
Pretty much. And does it seem odd that the French government doesn't recognize the 2 hooded people that stand out a little bit?
Yeah, it was always kind of strange in the Assassin's Creed games after the first 2. It's like, don't you guys know by now that there's this?
These guys are no good. This is like Darth Sidious over there. Go get them.
Yeah.
Watch Star Wars. You'll see Darth Sidious there in this hood.
Yep.
Dragon Age Inquisition. No interest in that, maybe? Or
I was a little bit. The trailer looked really interesting. I was like, what is this game? I don't know what this is. And then it came up with Dragon Age. I was like, I've never played a Dragon Age game.
Is it like a Monster Hunter type thing?
It seemed more like an action RPG, kind of more like a, what do you say, Skyrim?
Sure. Okay.
Is what I thought. So.
Okay. And then Sunset Overdrive, of course, which we both are excited about and really want to play.
Yeah.
Man, that looks good. And then the greatest game, Aaron. Super Ultra Dead Rising 3 Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX Plus Alpha.
Best title for a game ever.
Now, are you getting this?
No.
It's $10 if you have the original title, right?
Yeah, Dead Rising to me was. I mean, it's okay. I know people really love this game, and they really love the series. I think it's just okay. I don't know. Never.
So that title didn't sell you enough on that? I mean,
no, the title was really cool, but
it's a cool title,
yeah,
right?
It's not enough.
That's just the Capcom making fun of themselves.
Yeah. But
Fantasia and Dance Central, Kinect games that didn't mention the word Kinect anywhere in the announcement. That was a bit awkward.
Yeah, it was.
Why didn't they say these are Kinect games if they are?
Well, okay. Here's the very the thing that
Kinect was not uttered once in this entire presentation.
Yeah. Today, while I was thinking about what they did for their conference, it was really strange because you look back like a year ago.
It was fast paced. Games.
But like a year ago, they talked about the Kinect like crazy. Like the whole console is going to revolve around the Kinect, which a lot of people don't like. But if you're going to do it, I've said it before, you got to stick with it. And because that, if you want that, then just be all about that. And then they just dropped it.
Nintendo did that this year and showed some really cool gamepad stuff, and I think that's working for them.
And now they dropped the Kinect, and then they want to be more just like a classic console. Playing games, because a lot of people complained about, we don't want this console to watch TV. We want it to play games. So they're
not even trying to sell Kinect. I feel like they're going to put the voice stuff in a controller in the future.
Maybe.
It gave no one any reason to get the Kinect version after the C3. They didn't even try to have people buy that.
Yeah, they're making their console basically what the fans want, which is not bad. It's like, okay, we got your feedback.
It can be bad though if you had creative ambitions that are greater. You had some it's like a movie becomes bland if it's. Director is 20 people that have a middle ground they have to meet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and they started off the conference, to me, all wrong. Is they're talking about the console, saying, we heard your feedback, and we made changes on that. Which is good to people who don't, see it the way that we do. And it's like, oh, well, if people... I mean, you can't just...
down your console.
Yeah, you can't just give in to what, everyone wants. And it's not... I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you. So, it was very... Microsoft had the best conference before Nintendo did their deal, in my mind. Sony's dragged on. They did some weird TV comic book thing in the middle. They had a movie plug-in. It just dragged on. It wasn't that good, and I got bored in the middle of it. Microsoft was fast-paced. They had games, and I didn't like all the games, but it was the right tone and style and pacing that it worked for me.
Yeah, it was good.
So, Fable Legends, Trolls, and stuff. I don't know.
Fable is a really great game. Fable 1, 2. I didn't get into 3.
You've played Fable games, though.
Yeah. I heard from a lot of friends 3 was not very good. I heard a lot of complaints about that game.
Is this like a quest-type game? What do you do?
Yeah, it is. It's kind of based in this world, like a fantasy kind of world, and you, you're just like a hero, and basically the whole game is either you become a hero or you become like a villain, whichever you want, and you try to just make the biggest name for yourself by doing whatever quests you want. Whether you want to terrorize the city, you can do that. You can you can make a family and then be a hero, and you can rent out your homes and make a lot of money. It's kind of up to you the way you want to play it, but it's a lot of fun. And this game looked a little bit different in how it's like multiplayer. You can kind of work with other people through your quests. It's kind of interesting. Probably check this out. Yeah.
So, quick question: does the HDMI input into the Xbox One, is that pretty much useless without Kinect? Is that right, or is there a way to use it still?
I don't know. Well, no, you can still. I think you can still use it because when you plug in like a cable box
just like a
to
tile?
your Xbox, yeah, there's just a tile and you hit it and it'll go to your TV or whatever.
So it just saves you the trouble of changing inputs, basically. Is that the whole point of it?
Well,
and with Kinect you can change channels because of the
also you can view like a TV guide if you plug in like a cable box or something,
With Kinect you can't.
Yeah. Well,
you can't without the controller though. With the
think
controller
you
can't, right?
I don't know if you can.
They
with
may
controller or
patch
not.
stuff in with controller thing.
Yeah, maybe they'll just put in like a little like microphone thing into the headset port instead of the headset.
Okay.
I don't know.
But yes, Justin, live feedback here. The Halo movie series thing originally was Steven Spielberg's attachment, and he got dumped for Ridley Scott. I don't know how that happened. Kind of interesting. Ridley Scott, if you don't know, is my favorite director to ever have lived and still lives, thankfully. He's this awesome guy that did Alien and all these other awesome movies like Gladiator. So it's a Xbox TV series, is that right? And it's going to be packaged in with this collection, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, that's what I recall hearing is, and they said that really quick. It's like, oh, it's gonna have the TV
Which
series
was
in there.
good, because I don't think fans want them to go into depth with that.
Yeah,
But it's interesting that no more Steven Spielberg. He's
yeah. I
it's
don't
like,
know what
I'm
happened
too
there.
good for this. And it was funny, last year he was like so excited and gave a nice little quote about how this is going to take gaming into the mass media or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's another 180 by Microsoft going to Ridley Scott.
I don't know about that feedback there.
Uh,
Don't do it, Tim. Don't do it.
Rashad Falah. Is that right? Maybe.
I don't know.
I just didn't attempt to pronounce things. I'm a good pronunciator. Sometimes. I don't know. It's not Japanese, so I'm not as good at it. Anyways, so Halo, yeah, that's me crazy. They're bundling that into it all. Let's get back to Project Spark,
Oh,
where they troll the entire Nintendo fan base with Conquer. You
Yeah.
bastards. You bastards. I'm not going to make my Conquer game for you. You make it for me. They basically ended the whole Project Spark thing saying, you make your own stupid Conquer game. We'll give you the tools. Yeah. But did that rub you the wrong way as it did me, or did you just not care?
yeah. I thought it was it was kind of like a cop out. Don't do that to people. Like,
Yeah, don't
don't
troll
put that
us.
in.
No.
Yeah.
But Project Spark in general, is this something you would get? Are you in the creation games like this? Would you like to
No.
make stuff? No.
No interest in that at all.
I wonder, like, if you're able to download other games, I wonder how many Conquer games will actually be decent, worth playing out of this.
Yeah.
It's kind
Well, I mean,
I still want to
it's-
pick up Conquer's Bad Fur Day for N64. I don't have it yet. It's
Oh,
expensive.
it's so good.
It's expensive. It's like $150
Yeah, it
or
is.
something. I want it though.
But let's see. Those type of games are like, yeah, you can kind of create your own thing. You feel like you're making your own stuff, but you're still very limited in what you can do.
No Mario Maker. That's in their story. That'd be awesome. Just saying.
Yep.
I make my own game. Tim Chatton's World. Of Mario.
I'm gonna make some impossible levels and like have
Yeah.
people play them.
No, we're gonna make some Nintendo Club podcast levels here. Anyways, so Project Spark, yeah. Ori and the Blind Forest. This seems cool.
Yeah, it seemed
Very
kind of
artsy.
like, yeah, definitely. It reminded me a lot of Child of Light and Limbo stuff. So
Yeah, it seemed cool. So I don't know what to expect out of gameplay, but it seemed cool. And Halo Master Chief Collection, of course. Halo, the next Halo 5 is next year. Is that right?
oh, Tim, he's got some feedback there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what can I say? But so Halo 5 is next year. Is that right? 2015 for Halo
Yeah.
5. So
Yep.
5 for 5.
Which I'm hearing a lot of people say don't buy an Xbox One until 2015. So
2015 is gonna be an amazing year for games, Aaron.
It
we
is,
got.
yeah.
I mean, the Wii U is gonna be like overloaded with games in 2015. It's been crazy.
I mean, it already is. I mean,
It
if you
is.
Look
We
at
love
like,
solid.
yeah, and we say this all the time. And look at the Wii U; it's so much better. It has so much more stuff.
It's the primary console to have. These other consoles, PS4, Xbox One, those are the secondaries. Like, quite honestly,
yeah. Yep.
And I probably will get an Xbox One or PS4 as secondary. We'll see how the rest of the year shapes up. I don't know. I'm
You
leaning
gotta
towards
get both of
Xbox
them,
One.
man.
I'm leaning towards Xbox One.
What happened there? You were all about the PS4.
I
Like
know,
a week
but
ago.
they're A3. They didn't show diddly squat. I mean, I want to play Last of Us, but
I think that
man, I don't know. What would you do if you're me, Aaron? I hate Microsoft. I don't want to give them money, Would I do PS4
Okay.
and not do
I
Sunset
understand
Yeah.
hating Microsoft completely because I was in your position when I bought the Xbox 360.
And I feel like I'd never pay for Live because that seems like the ultimate scam.
Yeah, but then
Is
you
an
don't
Xbox
get the
worth owning
full-
without Live?
No.
No.
It really isn't. It's kind
Are
of
the
sad
games
that
going
you
to
have
suck
to
without
get it.
Live? Are the games going to feel like they're halfway done?
Yes, they will, because a lot of games on Xbox, they're not really, they just don't work right without the online. It just doesn't.
It's like Sunset Overdrive feels like a local game, right? I could just play that and have fun.
Yeah, that one does. Yeah,
Alien Isolation, I could play that and have fun alone. Halo, though.
well, I mean,
Yeah,
like I
Halo
said, it has
sucks.
a really good story.
It
It's
does.
fun. It's fun with co-op. It's a lot more fun on co-op to do the legendary mode and play through it with 4 players.
Wait, you can do missions, single-player missions with friends?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So you, the expert, could take the sucky player through this game?
You can, yeah.
So we could
So,
take a Halo
yeah, why don't
vacation
you-
together and just
Yeah,
do...
you should get the game, and then we'll take like a few days off and just play through them, man.
Wow.
And you get the voice chat. All see, look at my headset.
That's intriguing.
I got my
actually.
nice Turtle Beach headset. So you can.
Can I just use my built-in mic of my gamepad with my Xbox One?
No, you can't.
Oh, okay.
Because you need to get this little headset adapter right here. That's at the
Is it like a
bottom.
$20 adapter?
25? It comes with. it does come with your headset though if you get a headset. so.
Okay.
And then there's also a headset that comes with the Xbox free. So.
Pretty crappy one, though.
It's not really crappy. I mean, it's actually way better than the Sony one. And,
Okay. So, Aaron, it's PS4. Like, that's a more powerful system, but,
yeah.
like, I don't know. I don't feel like the exclusives are there yet, except for Last of Us.
Yeah, Last of Us. I mean, personally,
Man.
I think it's worth it just to play that game if you haven't played it before.
I know, but man. Because I've never played Halo. It seemed like that'd be kind of fun. Like, is Halo more than just a traditional first-person shooter? There's different things that make it more fun than Call of Duty. Like, is that accurate? Or...
Oh yeah, there's so much more because I feel like a lot of first-person shooters, it's driven by let's hurry up so I can go shoot this thing or whatever. But Halo is more about exploring the levels, finding out the secrets, the history of the world, and like what's going on, like the story. It's really
Yeah.
story-driven. It just happens to be first-person shooters. So.
Now, is there anything currently to play on Xbox One, or is it all coming this fall? Like, Titanfall's the only thing, right? Is that it? And you got bored with it, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of indies. I mean, there's like Child of Light, but you can get that anywhere.
MBU, yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Wolfenstein, I finished that. It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's halfway decent, yeah.
But I don't
don't
know
know.
if it's worth picking up an Xbox.
No, I don't think it is yet. I think
Tomb Raider was really good.
Tomb Raider, there you go. That's a good remake. I don't know, this
No.
fall. This fall is me the deciding factor, because I think... I don't know. I'm going to get a secondary console this fall, and I'll get like 1 or 2 games for one of the consoles that isn't Nintendo.
Well,
And right now,
you know-
Xbox, I think, is winning. But then again, PS4 has the Vita connection, so it might be cool. I don't know.
But you know
Tough
someone
decisions.
who already has an Xbox One, you'd have a lot of multiplayer options there. So
I do. And
Co-op.
John got rid of his PS4.
yeah, so there you go.
I don't know, man. If they have a price drop, like a sale, like one day, $350,
Oh, they will. I'm sure that they're going to have a. Well, I don't know about $350. I think that there will be a
or a
full
bundle. Would they have a Sunset Overdrive bundle for $3.99 or something?
I'm sure that they'll have some bundles for around.
Still bundle
yeah,
it without the
$3.99.
Connect from now on, right? That's the future plans.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. They're going to do a Halo bundle, right? I mean, that's obvious.
Yeah, most likely, and they're probably going to do like a themed one to where it, actually has different stuff on it, not just black.
Yeah, I love my special edition consoles, but not from Microsoft. They can screw themselves with that stuff.
I want that white Xbox One. That's the one I want.
Yeah, I want the white PS4. So Inside is another game that was announced. Atmospheric game, 2D. That's a platformer. I don't know. Seemed cool.
Which one was that?
Inside. It's
Oh.
like another artsy game.
Yeah, it was from the makers of Limbo.
Yeah.
So it's not really a sequel, but it looks very similar. So I guess you're in like another kind of kid.
A spiritual
And you're-
successor.
Yeah, and you're
Kind of like
going,
Xenoblade Chronicles the X.
Yeah,
Okay.
Which, are we going to start playing that this weekend?
I'm playing it right after the show. I'm playing
Okay.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
I'm playing it too, then.
I think I might want to live. I don't know if I want to live stream it. I don't know. I think I'll just play it. It's weird. Like when I first got the live stream stuff, I was really into it, but now I feel like I have to pay attention to the stupid live stream, make sure it's working, and it takes me out of the game a little bit.
Or just set it up and just kind of forget about it and just play it. I think that'd be better.
But
If
yeah.
it doesn't work, then it doesn't work.
That's true.
And I think it would be better for viewers to just see someone experience the game rather than trying to.
So I always like to narrate, and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll turn off
Which is cool for some games, but I
Some
think
games.
for something like that, I think you should just play through it.
Now, do you think Smash Online will have, since it's only 4 people, it's not like 12 with Mario Kart? Do you think we'll have voice chat throughout the game? Where we yell at
Hopefully.
people?
I think it should be. Like, the Wii U gamepad is like perfect for multiplayer games because you can just play and talk and not have to worry about anything on your head. Sometimes you're wearing those headsets. It becomes like too
Splatoon's doing
much.
the voice chat. I think this needs it too. That'd make it killer.
Yeah, it would.
But so that let's see what else is on the Microsoft. Oh, so this next one, Aaron, I thought they were announcing A Beautiful Mind, the video game, because the soundtrack they played throughout this entire opening of Tomb Raider was from the soundtrack of A Beautiful Mind, which I'm a pretty big fan of, with Russell Crowe as he plays a really smart mathematician. But no, it's just Tomb Raider lady as she is dealing with her messed up thoughts.
Yeah.
So, did this trailer excite you? Because I was just confused by the music.
I don't know. I mean, it didn't really. Like, I see what they were trying to do. They're trying to make it to where it's like, oh, what is this? What's going on? Oh, it's Tomb Raider, and everyone gets all excited because she like revealed herself at the end. But, it wasn't too exciting. It's like, oh, cool, we're finally getting a new Halo, or a new Tomb Raider game, and that was about it. But like,
So
I'm
not
excited to.
Yeah,
carry it
2015,
on.
right?
Yeah. Yep.
And I guess the first Tomb Raider game, the remake or the reboot, I should say, she didn't go in any tombs, from my understanding. She just went in the forest. and
No,
stuff.
there were tombs.
There were tombs. Okay.
I'm not like super excited for it, but that first one was awesome, and I like Tomb Raider games. I'm sure I'm going to be picking this one up, and I'm sure it's going to be good. So
You're moving now again.
what?
You froze for a second there.
Yeah, you
You're back.
froze too. Don't blame it on
Okay.
me. It was you.
So before we move on to Tomb Raider and finishing that up, live feedback. PlayStation Now looks like it's coming to everything: TVs, phones, even non-Sony. Will we see PS Now on Xbox or PS or Wii U? The answer to that is definitely no, because there's no way Nintendo would allow Sony. Well, wait, that would be kind of crazy. Like, imagine if Nintendo said yes, but I don't think they will. That seems like a loophole to cutting off all of. Because as a platform holder, you get percentages, right? So that would
Yeah.
kind of cut off that, maybe. But at the same time, it would make Wii U the system have on all the time, because you're playing whatever you're playing, you have it on, right? So what do you think on this, Aaron? What do you think?
No, I don't think it's coming to any other. I don't think it's going to go to Xbox. I don't think it's going to go
No.
to Wii U.
I think it'll get stopped. I don't think
Yep.
even Sony would want you doing that, maybe. I don't know, they may. Who knows? It's coming
Well,
to
if they do,
Sony
wouldn't
TVs, it was announced, that's it.
If they do, wouldn't that be a kind of sign of like desperation? It's like, hey, you don't have to get our console, play it over here as well, which is what
Yeah.
a lot of people were wanting Nintendo to do with their first party games. So
This is different, though, as a streaming service, I feel. They just
Yeah,
want,
but it
like
would still-
Netflix. They want to be a Netflix of gaming, right? So
I guess, but I mean, I see a lot of similarities. It's like, oh, Nintendo, you're not doing well. Put your games on these other
a little bit.
consoles, and then it's
Yeah.
like, hey, come on, Sony, put your games over here. Like,
PlayStation TV, the Vita TV, it's coming to the States. You getting one?
That's very tempting.
$100
I think I would rather have a Vita, but I mean, yeah, Vita TV seems pretty cool.
I don't know. I'm not sure on that yet. PlayStation Now, maybe I'll get just for that. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, it would be cool for
I
that.
can play Last of Us on that, so I don't need a Super PS4. Boom.
There you go.
I'm not sure the experience will be as good as the remake, but who knows?
Well, I mean, is the Vita? I mean, I guess the Vita would be capable of at least like PlayStation 3 graphics.
Yeah, definitely. PlayStation 2 looks like crap. I'm joking. It looks good.
I mean, it would look pretty good. You'd at least be able to have PlayStation 3 quality, which is still great for that game. That's what I played it on. So
okay. So after the Tomb Raider, The Witcher 3: Wild Hunt. What is Witcher? Have you played any Witcher games?
I know that Witcher 2 was on sale on Steam a while back, and everyone was excited because it was like super cheap, and it was supposed to be a really good game. So
yeah.
I did not buy it, but no, I never played these games. I heard they were good, so maybe I'll have to check one out.
Okay. Phantom Dust. I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I heard it was like very what's the word? I don't recall what it was, but yeah, I heard it was different.
And then we had Tom Clancy's The Division, and this was a bit weird, having a human damsel in distress as a flag, sort of, that they didn't really care about what the status was on her, pretty much. Like, just leave her behind. We'll shoot our way through here. And then...
I don't recall this trailer.
This is they go into a house, hostage situation.
There's
very
always
cinematic
a hostage situation in a Tom Clancy game.
well, this is it felt like a suburban house with a hostage, a blonde, and then it felt like a movie almost, as far as what was going on. They were narrating in interesting ways, but
I never really
got. This was a big moment.
I don't know. I don't remember. I don't really like Tom Clancy games, though, so I may have just blocked it out. I did play some Splinter Cell games, and they were okay, but they never.
I got stuck in Splinter Cell for Wii U. I just couldn't figure it out. I couldn't. Stealth games. I like to go in guns blazing. And I died.
Can't do that in Splinter Cell.
No. So, the biggest surprise of this show for me was Platinum Games, a Japanese developer, makers of The Wonderful 101 and Bayonetta 2. They're having an Xbox exclusive. What?
Which one was
Japanese
this?
people don't play Xboxes. Scalebound.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was weird to me.
Yeah, I don't know. It is weird because Xbox does not sell well in Japan, so.
Maybe they're trying to make this game for Americans and not Japanese people. Or maybe they're trying to get into the Japanese market by having Platinum make a game for them. I thought I would expect this on Sony before it became the Xbox. That was weird.
It was.
I'm not even sure what to think of this game. It felt like almost a weird version of Monster Hunter, where you turn into a scale person with the armor and stuff.
I kind of thought some Metroid stuff when I saw it.
Yeah.
With the scale armor thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So this year we'll have Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2. Are you excited about the original Bayonetta coming to Wii U? So when you buy Bayonetta 2, you get both the original?
Yeah, I am, because I never played the original. So
you didn't? I thought you did.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I remember people were all telling me, like, oh, you have a Wii U, you have to get... this game whenever it comes out, and this was like right when I picked up the Wii, and I'm like, I've never even played the first one. Everybody loves it, I guess.
Yeah.
So
now, Aaron, while we're at this, I have to mention Super Smash Bros. 3DS comes out September 13th in Japan.
I want to.
So I get it a month early.
Yeah, but you're also going to pay for it twice, so I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or I could just keep playing on my Japanese 3DS and not get. And I'm like, well, that's not going to happen. I'm going to get it twice. What are we talking about?
Well, you may not hear from me from September 13th on until about October
3rd.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't want to hear it.
You don't want to hear all the unlockable modes. So they teased during that there's going to be modes and stuff we're not going to tell you about until the game comes out, or you'll discover on your own.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any of that, so don't ruin it.
Now, Amiibo, I wonder if it'll work between a Japanese system and my American system. That'll be an interesting test.
It would be interesting if you could have a character and bring it over to the. Yeah,
that would be cool. I'll play around with that because I'm getting it on September 13th, which is going to be good because it's going to be a longer lead time between that and Wii U, so I'll have more time to experience 3DS.
Yeah.
But are you going to import a 3DS because of this? Are you going to, be too excited to wait?
What is that? No, I'm not going to get.
Okay.
I mean, there are some nice limited edition Japanese consoles.
There are.
Maybe I will. I don't know. I kind of feel like. Now that you mention it, I might.
It's like a month early, and you get a brag to all your local peeps there.
I'm not much
at the
about
Street Pass. You bring it to your Street Pass meetup in September, like, boom, I got smashed.
That
Yeah.
Luigi 3DS is pretty nice.
It's pretty nice, and there's some good ones in Japan coming out this year, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just have to
We'll
spend the
see.
money.
That'd be, you got a job now. We'll see.
Oh yeah.
It's nice to have a Japanese system. There's some interesting exclusives in Japan that don't ever make it out here.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Kirby was a lot of fun to play like half a year early. That was a little different situation than a month.
Yeah.
Microsoft closed out their show with Crackdown. I did not really care about Crackdown. Did you care about this?
I
one?
didn't care. Some people did.
I don't know what the big deal is with Crackdown. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
It was just weird to me. I don't know. Crackdown.
Yep.
So,
the part that stood
yeah,
out to me the
sure.
most about this whole Microsoft event is that they gave out to everyone these bracelets that were these Xbox bracelets.
Sure.
Here, I have a picture of it. I want to show it so that everyone knows what I'm talking
There's some
about.
betas too announced, right? Or was that only at EA with Battlefield and stuff? That was separate, right?
I don't recall any.
Yeah, I don't think any day. Yeah, the only day one thing was the DLC for Dead Rising.
Okay, let's see. How do I do this? If I pull this out to another window. Okay, there we go. Okay, just a second. I'm going to show this. Maybe. Anyway, while I'm doing this, they had a bracelet that they were showing off, or that they let everyone have in the Microsoft event. And as they were showing trailers, it would light up, do certain things. Are you seeing my screen now?
Oh, no.
Okay. Where did this go? Okay, do you see that?
No. I see
Well,
you.
Whatever.
I see a little arrow.
This thing's busted.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm not on Yosemite today. I'm on regular.
Okay. Well,
Should be
forget
working.
about that. But anyway, it's just this bracelet. Now, it looked cool because during the trailers that they were showing, like it looked like as people clapped, they would light up green. So like, if there's a lot of good feedback, it'd light up. Also, the color would change depending on what trailer was playing. So like certain games came up and then it changed to like orange or whatever.
Bizarre.
And then certain parts during the trailer, everyone's wrist would light up. And so I mean it was kind of cool, but then at the same time I was thinking, Microsoft, that wasn't the best idea to hand these things out because there was such a terrible launch with the Kinect last year, and everybody knows that you're wanting to track them and everything, and you hand out these giant bracelets that obviously people are going to be wearing around. You can track where they are because they look like they had a whole computer in there and they were big.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was just surprised. People were like, "Oh yeah, let's wear this bracelet that they can see where I am." And everybody's walking into the treehouse, and then Microsoft's
Right.
like,
Yeah.
Just
So,
weird.
yeah, I think for both of us, Halo and the Tony Hawk shooter were the highlights of the show for Xbox.
Yeah.
And you oddly don't like Splatoon. I think you're going to love it when it comes out, Aaron.
Yeah, maybe I
You're
will.
addicted to it.
I mean, there's a lot of games.
I was telling
that-
John, we got to find our fourth Splatoon mate. We got me, you, and John. We need a fourth,
I have
or
a
a
fourth
squad.
for us. Oh,
You
I
do?
have a fourth. Uh-huh. One of my friends recently picked up a Wii U
Oh, very
for
exciting.
the Mario Kart 8 bundle, and yeah, he got the last one too. So
Oh, that's
I went
cool.
to a store, and it's the last one left.
Now, if you go to the Best Buy event, just power tip, there is a $30 coupon to save on a Wii U or 3DS, so you could get that Mario Kart 8 bundle for $300 if you go
Very
to
cool.
if you're at one of the limited locations that event is going on Saturday. So live feedback from Justin. There was some beta released. I feel like it was Ubisoft. Yeah, so it feels like beta is the new demo almost.
Oh yeah, especially on Steam, and like the alpha is the new beta. So
Yeah. Boy, that's a bad trend.
it's
There's
like,
also the PlayStation had a cool thing where if you own the game, your friend could join in for free in like a time of an hour or two to play the game with you or something.
that's pretty cool. I don't.
It was a
recall
cool
hearing about
kind of
that,
idea
but-
there. I'm going to run through the highlights on PlayStation. Uncharted 4, Little Big Planet 3 that they didn't know how to play, The Order 1886, No Man's Sky, which is coming to a lot of things, Bloodborne, which I thought was called Blood Porn because the Japanese guy didn't speak it correctly, and that was, I guess, the big games. They had, of course, Mortal Kombat X, Batman Arkham Knight, Dead Island 2, which had a cool trailer, and some other games, but nothing really caught my eye from them. Except for
I don't think they didn't have a lot of exclusives. It sounded like on that list.
No,
it seems like what everyone else was focusing on was like, this is what we have.
Exclusive content on the game. So, Uncharted 4, I think, is exclusive probably. Right?
Yeah, it is, which is a great series. If you
GTA 5, of course, is announced for them. But Blood Porn is a new Blood Porn is a new IP for them that just made me want to throw up.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
They had a LucasArts game. Did you ever play that one?
Which one?
What was the LucasArts one? It was a big fan favorite.
I've played some LucasArts games back in the day.
It's a hard one to get your hands on here. What was that? PlayStation 4 LucasArts. Let's see what comes up. Basically, since they're working with so close to Disney, they were able to secure this, I guess, because they're getting a Hulk 30 days early or something. Grim Fandango. Have you ever heard of Grim Fandango?
I've never heard of that.
Okay, me either. I didn't know what the heck that was. So then EA did some stuff. Ubisoft did some stuff. Anything worth mentioning except for Ubisoft loves to dance.
They do love to dance.
Are you gonna get that fitness game from Ubisoft or whatever?
I already got Wii Fit U. What do
I know. It's like this. People are saying this kills Wii Fit U. No, this is not gonna be as good as Wii Fit U. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to connect looking at me when I'm exercising. That's just something I don't want captured on camera ever. Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't want to connect pointing at my face when I'm exercising. That seems to be a bit intrusive.
Well, you can also do that with like the camera through Wii Fit U. It's like
that is creepy. I hate when that turns on. I was like, oh no, don't capture me right now.
Yeah, it's weird because you're wearing like your workout clothes, like it's like, hey, I'm not in shape. I'm trying to get in shape, and then it just shows you, and you look all funky, and you're like, stop making me feel bad about myself.
And I'm not even wearing like fancy workout clothes because I'm at home, so I'm not wearing the fancy stuff that looks good, It's
because they show the trainer and they're wearing like a nice,
I would love it if Nintendo sold like official Wii Fit workout clothes. How big would that be? That would have been huge, They could have I don't know. Yeah. That would have been cool. So let's see. Anything else? EA Sports? Any sports games you're getting this year?
Nah.
Any Battlefield? Are you getting that? I don't know. Anything else? No. Anything else from E3 you want to talk about? That is basically my question.
I think that Microsoft is taking. Okay, last year Sony, we heard saying that Nintendo was like a necessary part of the console market because they want to have that side that's more classic gaming, or traditional gaming.
They were different.
As
they were a differentiator.
Yeah. And it seems like Microsoft now is going towards that. And
with Sunset Overdrive, you mean, or with what regards? Because they had a bunch of.
Yeah, I think Sunset Overdrive was the one.
They still
that
felt
really
like a PS4, just with different games almost.
Yeah. Well, I think Sunset Overdrive was the one that stood out, and the way that they presented a lot of their games made it seem like they were focusing more on the gameplay, like on the player, playing the games, and also on multiplayer, but not just like, online, not knowing who you're playing with, but like co-op and playing with your friends is what it seemed like the Xbox One event was all about.
Yeah, co-op was a huge theme.
Yep. So that's interesting that it seems like this event, was a complete 180, if you will, from last year.
Yeah, it's weird because I think going into it, everyone thought Sony would be the best to show. But I think for me it was Nintendo, then Microsoft, and then the other guys.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo won the show with their crazy strategy they did this year with all sorts of diverse games. And then Microsoft was a big surprise with what they showed.
Yeah, it was.
So
one thing I did not like, I'm tired of hearing about DLC 9
yes,
months after
Speaking,
Like
yeah.
9 months after like the game comes out, it's like, oh yeah, we got some more DLC. Go out and buy this. It's like,
Well,
don't
it's
use
funny.
up
It's
E3
like
for that.
we're giving you free DLC of a racing course that should have been in there from day one because we launched this game incomplete. And oh yeah, we're doing coming out with a new game, so buy that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, well, like I don't mind, free DLC every once in a while. It's like, oh, we have this new map, we're gonna throw it in there, it's free. And it's like, okay, but it seems like, yeah, they're purposely like releasing these games. It's like,
Incomplete.
3
They're
months later
releasing
we're gonna do this
incomplete.
DLC, and then 3 months later we're gonna do another one. It's like, I don't want that anymore.
Yeah. Now, what did Nintendo? What did they not release that you really still want?
Oh, you know it, Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Everybody wants Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Let's
Well,
see.
we guessed some other things like Animal
The
Crossing. didn't happen.
GameCube stuff.
Yeah,
we never
no,
got
Virtual
any
Console.
GameCube
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, Animal Crossing.
I think John might be right. It's not coming this year. It seems like it should, but
Yeah, it seems like it should. I don't know. Maybe
but
we'll
do they
hear
not want
about
to
it.
crowd this with Smash Brothers? They want to separate it out.
That's true. That is true. I guess we're just too excited. We love.
We
Animal
were. It's
Crossing
like that
too
date
much.
lined up. Like
Yeah,
maybe that date lines up with the Smash Brothers launch date.
maybe it does.
Is that possible?
What is the date? Did they say?
No, it's holiday, so it's either
okay.
Thanksgiving or Christmas. Or holiday, I think, to mean the holiday season between Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's what I think it means to Nintendo.
Yeah.
Which is good, because winter 2014 is scary to some people that think that means 2015.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is the winter of 2014. It's January.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe Animal Crossing will be. Maybe we'll hear about it later this fall, and maybe it'll come out next year, summer. I don't know.
Yeah. No, yeah, just to reiterate, Justin, live feedback. They did win the show, Best of Show, with the announcements, and then kept it up, continued coverage with the Treehouse. His whole family was watching off and on the whole weekend, so yeah. Or week, I guess, because it was during the week. Or a long weekend, I don't know. But yeah, that style... Do you think Microsoft does this next year? They have a Treehouse version of what Nintendo did.
I think everyone's going to be doing this. Yeah.
Seems like it's obvious because it also lets you make your press conferences not so bloated because they
Yeah.
can just do the.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you want to do that from the start? It seems like the obvious thing. Like I've been to some other like events, and people don't just throw everything into one day. They want it to last the whole time because not everyone.
And like with Microsoft, Xbox Live, you would think they would have a stream on your Xbox, which would even take it a step further from what Nintendo
Why
did.
did that? Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, Nintendo, it's good that it's not just on your Wii U; it's everywhere, so new people can watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You can go onto your 3DS right now and watch
Yeah.
some of their videos. So.
And I feel that this Smash tournament, they'll do something like this again. Maybe next year it's Splatoon. Maybe not. That might not be as much of a thing. Because my prediction is this, that Splatoon is the Mario Kart release for next year. Press will get it early May. We'll get it May 30th next year, right before E3. And there'll be this huge hype before that happens for E3, and that's going to be their big summer game. That's my
Could be.
prediction.
Yeah.
So
I'm
not
just
sure.
wondering what we're going to get in the spring, though, because...
Well,
I mean-
my feeling was most of those games were spring.
You think so? Okay.
I feel Zelda is definitely fall, winter, late winter. But all the other ones I feel are spring titles. Like Mario Maker, that's going to be early 2015. I feel most of those were early 2015.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe that was all of 2015? Maybe.
I feel like a lot of stuff that's shown at E3 tends to either come out later that year or like a year
Early.
after it's shown.
Yeah, before the next E3 for Nintendo.
Yeah.
So I feel like we'll have Nintendo Directs maybe that announce the late 2015 games. We had a couple of those, like Star Fox is going to be late 2015. And Zelda late 2015. But yeah, I think
So long to
Nintendo
wait
Directs.
for a Zelda game. I'm tired of waiting for this Zelda Wii U.
Well, this would be the quickest announcement to release ever if they don't delay it. Do you think it gets
Hopefully.
delayed?
Nah. I don't know. The
last one came out, 2009 for Skyward Sword?
Yeah, something like that. No, it was 2011, wasn't it?
Really?
Yeah, it was towards. I'm pretty sure it was 2011. It was towards the end of the Wii U.
Oh, I thought it was way earlier.
Was it? I don't know. I need to
Let
look.
me look
this
up this here.
Okay, you look it up. I won't.
But yeah, I feel like most of these were early 2015, and they could be at a pace where it's like an awesome game every month in 2015. Like instead of just the end of the year, it could just be nonstop once a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's November 2011. You're right.
So that was only like a year before the Wii U that came out.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch the original Wii U announcements and stuff. That really
Yeah, they were,
interesting.
man, those are exciting. It's like, look at this controller. That, like, I was so excited to have a controller with the screen on it. I didn't get the Wii U at launch, but I remember, like, all the time, like, I have to get that. And one day I was like, I'm just going to go get it. So,
Yeah. So, Xenoblade Chronicles X. We're going to be playing Xenoblade Chronicles this weekend, I think. I am.
oh,
at least.
yes, I see it over there. It's on my shelf.
Now, how excited were you with what they showed off for X?
I
Did you
had
watch
seen
Treehouse
some.
Live at all?
No, I didn't. So I
See,
had
they showed a
seen
lot
some.
there. Yeah.
I had seen some other videos previously, and I don't know. It looks good. I
Yeah.
haven't seen a whole lot of gameplay, so I don't know.
Yeah. Evidently, this game we're about to embark on, Aaron, is like this 100-hour adventure that just
Yeah, that's what I
never
heard.
ends.
I heard it's at least like 90 hours minimum. Like you.
Yeah, let me look how long to beat.com for this one. Oh, I probably won't finish it. I just want to experience some of it.
Oh, I'm gonna finish this game.
I mean, I could get released. Aaron, I said this. I could be really soaked into this and never leave it.
Well, here's a nice thing. Starting this week, this upcoming week, I start my new schedule. I get 3 days off, so I have Wednesday, Thursday, and Sundays off. So that's a lot of gaming I can.
So,
fit in.
Aaron, main story, 67.5 hours. Main plus extra, 101.5 hours. Completionist, 164 hours.
It's crazy.
That's a game.
I have a feeling that I'll probably be spending, like, I will just do, like, the bare minimum and probably spend about 100 hours. I usually
Now,
go a lot slower in games.
What control style is this? So we have both the Wii Remote and Nunchuck and the classic controller here as our options for Xenoblade.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember I started up the game once, and I believe that I used the Wii Remote and Nunchuck, but I don't know what would be best here.
I feel like this is a classic game.
I have the classic control. I have the
I've
nice
got,
one
like-
with the sticks. Do you
It's
have the
bizarre.
sticks?
I've got like so many different controllers.
I mean, the nice one with the little thing sticking out.
Wow. It's got quite a manual here, Aaron. This is thick here.
Yeah, it is.
Did you ever redeem this in Club Nintendo yet?
I believe I did. Yeah.
So, if I go to connectmywii.com, I can start enjoying Netflix on my Wii.
There you go.
And I can get Mario Party 2 from the Virtual Console.
You're gonna boot into your Wii side of your Wii U so that
I
way
have
you
to.
can
I haven't
watch.
been in there in forever, man. How do you like the quick start mode?
I haven't really messed around with Quick Start. I usually just like boot it up like normal and then just like go through.
How
the
do you boot
regular
up like
menu.
normal? You can't boot it up.
No, I mean like I still go to my regular menu. Like I don't really use the Quick Start.
So, Aaron, like, do you use the Pro Controller to turn your system?
No, I use the gamepad.
Because you hit the gamepad button,
Yeah.
and it's almost harder to go to the menu than it is anything else. Do you actually hit the menu button, Wii U menu?
See, mine doesn't do that.
If you hit the
I'm
home button or
getting-
the power button, just does this.
No, I'm talking about. Oh no, I'm talking about when I turn on the power button.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't do that. I swear to you.
Yeah, it does.
Let me,
Did you
no,
update?
Yes, I did the update. Hold, let me go grab my.
So I'm gonna hold the power button. Maybe it doesn't do it then. No, it's doing it. I don't know. I don't know what you're doing now. That's bizarre. But yeah, the Wii U update is really solid. The only way I've been able to do what Aaron's describing is with the Pro Controller.
Okay, here we go. I turn it on. I have an ad.
Yeah. Yeah, buy your
Okay.
30% off.
Maybe I just
games.
never paid attention because I was
Yeah,
have
I
it.
mean,
Here
there's
we
no
go.
way past Quick Start. That's all you get.
Yeah, I guess I just never really paid attention. I was
What do you
just
do?
like,
You,
I don't
what-
know. I just start it up and go to my game.
So you have to go to the menu first, or you just go right to the game with Quick Start?
Yeah, maybe that's what I was always doing, just never thinking about it, just going to the menu.
Right? Isn't
Yeah,
that? I mean,
so,
that's
yeah.
kind of awesome to hear that because it's like I didn't even know Quick Start was there. I was just going.
Well,
to the
no,
game instantly.
I knew it was there because, you know, when you do the software update, it comes up, tells you all about Quick Start menu and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And I just always just skip through it so I can get back to this.
Mario Kart, yes.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just.
Oh, Wii Sports Club coming out this month digitally, Aaron. So baseball and boxing.
Very cool.
And use the gamepad, I guess, for baseball in a cool way.
How do you? Oh, to catch?
Use it for catching, for aiming, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see.
Interesting.
I'm not sure if boxing would use that. I don't think that would work out very well.
No, I think it's a bad idea.
So we're doing the show Sunday with John. It'll be the first time all three of us will be together to do a finality of E3 wrap up, and John can help explain why Splatoon is what we've always wanted. This is Mario Paintball done right, and
Maybe I'll check it out. See if I.
You gotta watch some
Feel
live
like
stream
it.
of Splatoon.
See,
Go
but
to
you
the
have to keep-
Treehouse footage and watch that
Yeah,
stuff.
you have to keep in mind that I've been at work. It's been a pretty busy week, and then every day I get home, I'm like, I guess I'll watch a little bit of E3 stuff.
You gotta
And then, so I kind of
watch
miss out on some of it.
as much of Splatoon as you can, and on Sunday, you should be as excited as me and John are, because this is what we've always. I've dreamed of this game in my the Mario Paintball, and this is like done right in a cool way, and this is a new IP in a cool way. Like, I'm a squid person. I'd love to be a squid person. I could just jump in ink,
So how is Tomodachi Life?
It's hilarious and awesome.
I think I might go get that.
I fail at getting a marriage proposal to be asked, because it's sort of a game. When they're thinking about that person, you have to click and make sure they ask then. And my timing was off, so she's gonna try again later. She's gonna try to ask again later.
She's
gonna pop the question, yeah.
Oh wow.
So you're gonna get it tonight? Or
Yeah,
sometime this weekend.
yeah. Sometime, maybe if not tonight, I'll go.
You
get it
have my
tomorrow.
me to use.
No. Okay, so I had to do. As I changed all my my names, so I have my new 423 name, and I'm waiting on all my games to be sent over to my new account. And
You have
I
to do a
need to
system
get.
transfer.
No, it wasn't quite a system transfer. It was just like getting all my games over. So I guess it's something that they don't normally do, but they have the capability to do that.
And you're doing the game saves are still good with that transfer.
I don't know about that. I haven't tried.
Like, it's the same hardware,
didn't even-
right?
Yeah, it's same hardware, so I'm assuming it would be. Still
Okay. Yeah, John's having some difficulties there.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to. Oh, I need to get friend codes back though. So
You're changing. You have to
After
change your
yes.
friend code because of this.
yeah, because I had to make a new account.
It's so weird.
Why don't they just have the unified thing?
So Reggie, I talked to John. Reggie was teasing
Yeah, I saw that.
on. He's teasing that hey, I got two 3DSs. It's a pain for me to have two 3DSs with different save files. I thought he was teasing the big reveal of unified accounts for 3DS, and he just said, "I'll get a holster." No,
Maybe it was just a lead up to their next thing, like
so.
like their what do you call it? Next Nintendo Direct. They'll be like, he shows up and he's like, he's got his holster, and he's like, "Hey, I don't need this anymore," and then he'll just like sign into his other account.
Yeah.
You know
So,
what I'm
I guess the final question of the show, perhaps, Justin. Fantasy Life is coming to the 3DS. That's been announced, being localized. It's shown off at Treehouse Live quite a bit, as well as Project Steam next year. Pretty cool. Talk about that more on Sunday, I guess. But Tomodachi Life versus Fantasy Life. I feel
Don't you
Tomodachi.
mean Tamagotchi?
Tomo.
Tama?
Tomo. There's no A in there. Tomo.
I'm
Tomodachi.
just messing with you.
Well, it's
Because I
funny.
see
Even
all
some of the
your
Nintendo
tweets.
people mispronounced it. It's like, you work for Nintendo. You are a translator for Nintendo in the Treehouse. Don't mispronounce Tomodachi Life. It's Tomo, not Tamagotchi. This is not a Tamagotchi game. This is Tomodachi. So, anyways, Tomodachi and Fantasy Life are very, very different things. So, Fantasy Life, you're actually doing direct control of the characters in that game, aka Animal Crossing style. It's probably close to Animal Crossing in that regard, where you're controlling the people. It's basically Animal Crossing combined with RPG elements, where you're attacking cute little kittens and dogs and killing them, and it's it's a cool game, but much different from Tomodachi Life. And I feel that I would definitely go with Tomodachi Life. It's out now. You don't have to play it in Japanese if you unless you know Japanese, that's cool. But it's a very different game. This is more like your 3DS becomes a reality TV show and the best one of all. And it also makes you fall in love with all your Miis in cool ways. So you'll actually care about the Mii as a franchise now in ways you never have before. And it's
it's pretty cool that they're doing that. Like the Mii's are really coming in Smash Brothers. You know,
Smash Brothers and Mario Kart. I'm playing as my Mii quite a bit because it's I don't know. It seems like Mii's. I didn't get them when they came out to the Wii, and now they're actually doing cool things now, and it's like a second gasp of air for the Mii's.
Which we'll talk about this on Sunday because I want to hear what John thinks about this because we talked about the Wii name. So I don't want to get too much into this now. But we talked about how the Wii U was a bad name for, the new console. They carried over Mii's, and now that Mii's are becoming, even bigger than they were, are they going to keep the Mii's and the Wii name? I don't know.
Well, the next console is the Mii. The Mii 2. The Mii 2 console. Oh, Aaron, I just did it. Me too.
Me too.
That'd be a terrible name for a console.
Yeah,
but
it would. I know.
Me too. Well, that's almost like the Wii U. So the Wii U is like me, right? So they should have. I mean, that'd be brain confusion, though.
Yeah, they're. I don't know.
They need to just go like the Nintendo. Name. I don't know, the Nintendo awesome console.
The Wii-ness.
The Wii-ness. The Super Wii. No, they need to get rid of the Wii name, right?
Yeah, they do.
I feel like they can keep the Wii controllers and backwards compatibility and ditch the name.
But what about the gamepad? Are you going to keep a gamepad?
You have to backwards compatibility. You have to.
Yeah,
they're stuck with that because they also said this week that they want a smooth transition to whatever platforms they go to from now on. So, in my mind, that means they have to keep features that were on the old consoles, like. They have that backwards compatibility of some regards.
Yeah.
If
I think that was one of the best things about the Wii U. I don't think that the name was good, but the best thing about it was that you could just replace your Wii on the shelf with the Wii U and keep all your games and controllers. And
yeah, cool. I mean that strategy would have buying a PS4 by now.
Yeah, why didn't they position it that way? I think they could have said that one line is just take your Wii U off the shelf, put this in its place. Play all your old games, use all your old controllers, except now you get new games and a new controller. It's I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they would have brought up the fact that all the Wii's are in the closets.
Yeah.
Which is
it's what Wii? Oh yeah, that thing that I put away a long
time ago.
It's
so true. And they could also market to people that never had a Wii that's you're getting two consoles in one, because that's what it is.
Yeah. More than two. The Virtual Console.
That's true. And the GameCube controller now. So, anyways, I picked up Kirby Epic Yarn. Are you going to pick up any of these predecessors to the new Nintendo games coming out before these?
I feel like I need to, yeah.
So I think Canvas Curse is probably my next one for DS.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Xenoblade might have us just tied up forever.
I think we may need to do, with so many games that we need to play or that are coming out, I think we need to do a Nintendo Club trade game network.
Trade program?
Yeah, so that way the three of us could each get a game and send it off and have the other one play it.
No, the DS ones be easy to mail off pretty easily there. The other ones be too, just a little more expensive.
Yeah, that's true.
But, yeah. Because I'll get Epic Yarn, and I'll trade that one, but that's quicker, right?
Yeah.
But, is that a show? Anything else you want to talk about?
That is a show. Let's wrap it up.
Okay, Aaron, where can folks find you at your new username?
You can find me at ALRivera423 on Twitter, Miiverse, YouTube's, all of that business.
So 423, not 423. 423.
Not 432. It's a little bit confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, 423. This one actually does have significance, though, because typically I just do random numbers. It's my birthday. It is my birthday.
423. Okay, that makes sense.
There you go.
There you go. Thanks, Justin, for watching. He has to run off to dinner. You made it through. We'll be reconvening Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern to get all crazy with E3. And probably talk about Xenoblade at that point, because we'll be playing for a while. So you can find all that I do at the username TCHATEN. That stands for my first name Tim, and then Chatten. So T-Chatten, that's where you can watch the video versions of the show. YouTube.com/TCHATEN. You can follow me on Miiverse, friend me there to play Mario Kart 8 with me. You can find me on Twitter. I tweet out a lot in my off hours, and it's a good place to communicate with me there. And until next time, to Sunday, have a great week. And we're just flying through these level episodes. This will be 3 level episodes in 1 week.
I know, that's crazy.
This is the E3 mayhem, so... and we encourage you to check out all the Treehouse live streams. There was just a ton of great stuff there. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. Bye.
See ya.